Hey guys, it's me, Mario, and today we're going to continue Narga, the sea monster. How you guys doing today? Hope you're doing well. Chapter 8, The Black Ocean. Here we are. Tom and Elena stood gazing out across the black ocean. Dark waves edged with dirty scum broke on the black sand of the beach. Tom had never seen such a dismal place. Storm was pawing the sand restlessly, as if he didn't like the feel of it under his hooves. Silver ran down onto the water's edge, sniffed at the sea, and backed away. "Come on, boy," Elena called. The wolf raced back up the beach and stood by her side, his fur spattered with black sand. Elena turned to Tom. "Can you see anything?" Tom used his keen sight to look out across the calm surface of the ocean. "I can spot Narga," Tom said, "and there's no sign of Sepron either." Anxiety stabbed at him as he wondered if they were too late to save the good beast of Ventia. "What do you think we should do?" Elena asked. Tom thought back to his first encounter with Sepron, and to when he had battled Cepha, the monster squid. His chest grew tight as he remembered the suffocating sensation of being underwater. "I want to keep this battle on the surface this time," he said at last. "It's too dangerous to dive, especially in this black water. I wondered I wouldn't be able to see a thing." "Then let's find the rebels' boat," Elena decided. "Yes, Odora said it was north of here," Tom replied. "Let's go." Leading Storm, Tom and Elena walking along the beach. "Keep well away from the black ocean," Silver darted to and fro, snuffling at clumps of black seaweed and scum thrown up from the sea. Whining uneasily all the while. After walking north for some distance, they came across a deep cove among the rocks. "This looks like the place Odora told us about," said Elena, pointing to a thin spire of stone at the side of the cove. "There's a black pinnacle shaped like a sword." Tom left Storm on the beach and started scrambling over the rocks towards the inlet. "Stay," Elena said to Silver. "Warn us if you see anyone coming." The gray wolf sat on the sand beside Storm, his tail slowly beating the ground and his muzzle raised alertly. "It won't be easy to spot the boat," Elena said, as she caught up with Tom. Odora said the rebels had hidden it under some bracket. break-in. Tom noticed that lots of boulders around the cove were covered with dead rust-colored break-in. Then he spotted a heap of it lower down among the rocks, looking as if it were floating on the surface of the water. "There!" he exclaimed. Tom and Elena clambered over the rocks at the edge of the water until they reached the floating break-in. Close up, they could see the wooden hull of a boat underneath it. They started grabbing the break-in in huge armfuls and tossing it into the water. "We can't use it," Tom said, struggling with disappointment as he uncovered the mast, which was lying flat along the deck. "The mast is broken." "No, it's not," Elena exclaimed with a worried smile. "It's supposed to do that. The rebels must have taken it down to make the boat easier to hide." When they had cleared the break-in, Elena showed Tom how to hold the mast in place while she attached the bolts. "It's a good thing I'm questioning with someone who knows the sea," Tom said with a grin. Elena checked the sails and the oars and fixed the ropes in place. "The sails are a bit worn," she said, but I think they'll do." "I hope so," Tom replied. "We don't know how far we have to go." At last the boat was ready. Tom went back to Storm and Silver and led the stallion carefully among the rocks until they reached some trees near the cove. He unsaddled Storm and gave him a farewell pat on his glossy black neck. "We won't be long," he said. "You should be safe here. As safe here as anywhere," Elena said, plunging her hands into the thick fur around Silver's neck and giving him a hug. Leaving their friends hidden, Tom and Elena climbed into the boat. Elena used an oar to push it off the rocks, thrusting them out of the cove and into the open sea. Tom pulled on the ropes, and the sails grew taut as the wind filled them. Elena took the tiller and steered the boat out into the black ocean. "Which way?" she asked. "All we know is that Narga's lurking out there somewhere," Tom replied. He used his sharp sight to scan the water as the boat skimmed over the waves. Let's see, Tom replied. He used his sharp sight to scan the water as the boat skimmed over the waves, leaving the land far behind them. He started as something broke the surface, not far from the boat, then relaxed as he realized it was only a dolphin. But when the creature surfaced again, he realized it was not like the dolphins of Aventia. Light from the sky reflected red on its sleek black skin. Its snout was longer than an ordinary dolphin's, and when it opened its jaws, it showed a set of sharp black teeth. Tom shuddered. "The ocean is just as evil as the land," he said. "I know," Helena pointed into the water. "Look at that starfish. It has pincers just like a crab's." Tom looked and caught a glimpse of gleaming black claws. From that point, he decided to ignore the evil sea creatures and concentrated on spotting Sepron or the fearsome Narga. When the coast was just a dark line on the horizon, Tom caught sight of something multicolored drifting on the surface of the black ocean. "Over there," he called, pointing. Elena adjusted the tiller and the boat tacked it onto its new course. As they drew closer, Tom realized it was Sepron. The noble sea serpent lay unmoving on the waves. His coils stretched out far across the surface, and the scales that had simmered in the clear light of Aventia now looked dull and lifeless. "I think he might be dead," Elena sobbed. Tom didn't reply. He and Elena both grabbed an oar and dug into the waves, trying to propel the boat even faster across the ocean. "Sepron!" he shouted as they reached the great beast. But the sea serpent's eyes were closed and he didn't respond. "Sepron, please wake up," Elena begged desperately. But the beast's eyelids didn't even flicker. Tom was torn between rage and despair. Had they come this far only to find that they were too late? He decided to use the power he had won when he defeated Torgor the Minotaur. The power to hear the thoughts of the beasts of Ventia, closing his eyes and opening his mind. He touched the Minotaur's red jewel that was fixed to his belt, but he couldn't sense anything from Sepron. "Tom," Elena said, "do you think—" She broke off as a dark shadow loomed over them, cutting off the red light of Gorgonia's setting sun. Tom whirled around. Raising out of the sea were 6 enormous snakeheads. "Narga," Elena gasped. And that was chapter 8. The Black Ocean. Cliffhanger till next Tuesday, I guess. 2 more chapters to go. Will Sepron be alive or not? It's been a while since I read this book, so I have no idea. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my reading of Narga the Sea Serpent. Chapter 8. And I hope you like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you guys are interested in more Beast Quest videos. But yeah, Hope you guys do that. And I hope to see you in the next one. Right. Hope you guys check out my Deviant Art, Dragonmastermario. And I hope I will see you in the next one. Oh, excuse me. Right. Bye-bye.